I grew up in a household with a white mother and an African American father, which back in 1950 was a lot rarer than it is nowadays. And I can remember my mother having meetings at our house to talk about issues with the Seattle Public Schools. So early on, I got a sense of what institutional racism looked like, even though I wouldn't have been able to name it at the time. As executive director of Solid Ground, I went to a lot of different meetings and a lot of community meetings. And at one of those meetings, I was sitting next to someone from El Centro de la Raza who started talking about a training that they had been to about undoing institutional racism. And to be really honest, I didn't have a good sense of what that meant at that point in time. This was probably about 15 years ago. So I signed up for the next Undoing Institutional Racism training, being done by the People's Institute out of New Orleans. And frankly, it was a life-changing experience for me. Our organization was seeing examples of institutional racism on a daily basis. So the connection between Solid Ground's mission of eliminating poverty and racism became really clear to me, because institutional racism is a major cause of poverty. So if we were going to address poverty as an organization, I didn't feel like we had a choice except to address racism as well. We called a meeting. It wasn't a mandatory meeting. It was strictly a voluntary meeting. And over 40 staff people came to that meeting, which then said to me, this really is something that this organization can get behind and begin to tackle. The first lesson we learned was that this work is not easy. It is a huge struggle. When I would talk to clients and have them tell me that Solid Ground was different than other organizations, that this organization treated them with dignity and respect and made them feel like human beings, that's what I'm most proud of.